Hey guys, good morning or afternoon, depending on when you look at this. I hope y'all are having a great day so far. I am going to go through just number one. So, using the steps you learned yesterday in the calculator, those are the baby steps, okay? When you have an equation, you can just plug it on in, y equals second trace 5, enter. That will give you your x value, right? That's easy enough. What you're going to see on the STAR test, though, might not be that easy. Sometimes they're going to give you a word problem like this. This is going to take you back to writing those equations with the changing rate and the rate that is going to be your starting point. So, like your y-intercept. So, just like when we were writing equations, y equals mx plus b, where you had your m is your slope. Okay, so m is your slope. That is the rate that is changing. It's constantly changing. Actually, I'm not going to use the word constantly because constant actually also refers to b, which I know that's confusing because it stays the same, so they call it a constant. I'm actually going to call this the changing rate. Your b is going to be your starting point. So it's still your starting point, just like when we were finding your y-intercept, okay? And what you're going to do when we read through this problem, okay, you're going to want to kind of work through this lens of what is the changing rate, what is the starting point, and instead of it being y equals mx plus b, what we're really going to be finding is mx plus b plus equals mx plus b. We're going to set those equal to each other, put them in our y equals, and solve for what our x value is, okay? So let's work through this problem first. You have container A, container B. So basically we're going to have A equals B, and we're going to create those sides of the equations here. Container A has 800 milliliters of water. It's leaking 6 milliliters per minute. So there's my starting point and my changing rate. Container B has 1,000 and is leaking 10 per minute. So again, there's our starting point and our changing rate. So here's how this equation is going to look. For container A, it's going to start with 800. And remember, you can move these on each side of the plus sign. I'll write it both ways just in case that's confusing. But I'm kind of just working from that problem. It starts with 800 and it's losing, so that's minus 6 per minute. On the other side is container B. It's starting with 1,000 and it's losing 10 milliliters per minute. Now, if I wanted to write it in mx plus b form, let me make this bigger. And I'm also going to label that this is container A, this is container B. Now, if I wanted to write it in mx plus b form, my slope, my changing rate would go first with x, and it's still going to be negative, okay? They're still losing 6 milliliters per minute, so it's negative 6x, and a positive 800 is where it starts. And the same on the other side, you would start with your changing rate, which is negative 10x, and it's starting at positive 1,000. Either one of these, you're going to get the exact same thing when you plug it in the calculator. Okay, so either one of these ways that you want to write it is fine. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in the calculator so that you can check your work there. So for my y equals, let me move my little face over here. You have negative 6x plus 800. And on the other side, you have negative 10x plus 1,000. Let's look at our graph, see if we can see our, wow, we don't even see our lines. We definitely need to zoom out. Zoom 3, enter. Still can't see it, probably because it's up like near 1,000. We're probably gonna have to zoom out a couple times. Okay, we see our lines, but we still don't see our intersection. We need to zoom out again. Okay, so our intersection is going to be about right here. Now that we can see it, now we can do second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. Our x value is 50. So what that means is that at 50 minutes, they're going to contain the exact same amount of water. They're going to be equal. So that's our answer. X equals 50. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please join the Zoom at 1 o'clock. I know this can be a little bit difficult, so use your resources. Zoom, inbox through Canvas, email me, whatever you need to do. I love you guys. Bye.